tutorials. They will design the tasks. It's completely up to them because each one of them is an AI expert. So I will not check what they are doing because they are teachers themselves, so they can do it. So you have to connect with them. Of course, I will coordinate with them. They know what we are doing. I know what they are doing, so we will coordinate closely, but they are in charge of the tutorial tasks. So if you miss tutorials, and this is the reason that I didn't sign, as far as I can remember, any override that says I have a time conflict with tutorial. Because if you miss tutorials, there are a lot of stuff that we want to cover in tutorial, and you would miss them. We have also a midterm for this course, which will be around March. We are flexible in that. I will coordinate with you when should we do it, because you have other things to do. From my perspective, if I don't get any push from the department that I should do it this way or that way, I can push it to the end of March. I don't mind. So we can make it something between midterm and final. And we can put it anywhere we want. So the task is I want to check and see whether there are some things that we will check with the quizzes, some things that we will check with the tutorial assignments. And there is in project that we will check a lot of stuff. But midterm, we'll check something that conventionally we can only check with exams. So ask you questions. So, OK, describe it, please, to me. What is it? So, and the midterm is 25%. And of course, this course is fundamentally about a project paper, which amounts for 40% of the marks. So project paper means as an individual student or as a group, which could be 2, 3, or 4, if the problem is difficult enough. So you will select a problem, you will work on it, we will talk about it all the time, we will go together, we will have some deadline that, OK, tell me what problem you have selected, what is your project. It could be your 4th-year design project, ideally, or part of it, some of it, something that you may or may not integrate within your design project. That's the best case scenario, because then it doesn't take energy away from you. You will be doing your design project, and a part of it is also you're doing it within the machine intelligence course. So we will talk about this a lot, because this is the main task. We want to write, we want to do an AI project, run experiments, and then report it in a scientific paper, not less than 5 pages. You are encouraged to build any teams you want, but you cannot be more than 4. And if you are 3 or 4, the problem should justify it. So you cannot select an easy problem and then say, we will 4, and 3 of us will go on vacation, and one of us who is really hardworking will do it. So it should be accordingly something that is for 4 people. OK, any questions so far? No question. OK, good. So lecture topics. Again, I will not go in all details. So what we will cover, we will cover encoding and embedding right off the bat, because you cannot start AI not before you know, OK, so how do I deal with data? The data comes, the data is big, how do I deal with it? And we will see that AI is about data. You know that AI is about data. Without data, there is no AI, so I have to deal with data. So how can I even start thinking about any AI technology if I don't know how to handle data, how to encode data, how to embed data within a specific application? So when we talk about this type of stuff, we are talking about data compression or dimensionality reduction. We are talking about approaches like principal component analysis. We are talking about methods like t-SNE. We are talking about sophisticated methods like Fisher vector, and so on. So we will talk about all this type of stuff, about encoding. How do you encoding? I use it in a much broader way. So you cannot work with the raw data sometimes. Sometimes we can, and that would be ideal. If I just can't get the data, raw data, and just put it through some sort of AI technology. But most of the time, we can't. So, and then we also talk about k-fold cross-validation, how do I validate